He wrote them a friendship letter. He called their conduct professional. He sent Claudio Tapia his most sincere congratulations. And then today, August 21st, 2026, Gianni Infantino's own organization announced the most severe World Cup punishment since Luis Suarez bit someone in 2014. Leandro Paredes, 10 matches, $90,000. Nahuel Molina, 7 matches, $90,000. Thiago Almada, 1 match, $30,000. Roberto Ayala, 3 matches, $30,000. The Argentine Football Association, $321,000 in fines. Reduced crowd capacity for home matches. Anti-racism spending requirements. The whole list. The man who wrote, "With all my friendship," just handed Argentina the most comprehensive disciplinary punishment any World Cup team has received in modern football history, and the football world cannot decide whether to laugh or cry. Because here's the thing about today's announcement that nobody is saying clearly enough. This is Gianni Infantino punishing the team he praised in writing. This is the FIFA president's organization charging with assault the players he specifically thanked by category. This is the man who said, "Tonight I suffered alongside Argentina announcing bans that will keep those same players away from the Argentina national team for an entire year." Welcome back to Robert's Football Talk. I am your host. If you are new here, subscribe right now, because today we are breaking down every single detail of the most important FIFA disciplinary announcement in 12 years, the full ban list, the full fine list, the AFA sanctions nobody is talking about, the Suarez comparison, the Infantino contradiction that is louder today than it has ever been, and the question that I genuinely cannot answer. Does Infantino look at what he announced today and feel justice has been done? Or does he look at it and feel like a man who was forced to betray his own friendship letter? Subscribe now. Zero coding. Let us go. Part 1. Every ban, every fine, every number. Read it slowly. Let me give you the complete picture of what FIFA announced today, because the full list is even more comprehensive than most coverage is reporting. Leandro Paredes, 10-match ban, $90,000 fine, 3 counts of assault, grabbing Eric Garcia by the throat, pushing Gavi to the ground, a 3rd count relating to the broader confrontation, 10 matches. Through June 2027, effectively 1 full year away from Argentina. Nahuel Molina, 7-match ban, $90,000 fine, 2 counts of assault including the punch on Rodri, 1 count of unsporting behavior, 7 matches. The man who threw the first punch of the entire brawl, the man who started it all by swinging at Spain's captain as he ran to celebrate winning the World Cup. Thiago Almada, 1-match ban, $30,000 fine, unsporting behavior. For his role in the confrontation with Gavi, Roberto Ayala, 3-match ban, $30,000 fine. Argentina's assistant coach, the man who was supposed to be keeping Argentina's players calm after the final whistle, charged with assault himself. Gavi, 1-match ban, $30,000 fine. Spain's player, charged for his reactive response to being assaulted, 1 match. Nations League against England at Wembley on September 26th. And then the Argentine Football Association itself, $321,000 in total fines. Breaking down as follows: $100,000 for the Falklands banner, $60,000 for discriminatory chants by supporters, $50,000 for safety and security breaches, $100,000 suspended conditionally, $100,000 directed to anti-racism and anti-discrimination projects, 1 match to be played with 50% reduced crowd capacity, a second home match to be played with the same restriction with one of those suspended, and a combined ban of 17 matches across Paredes and Molina alone. Goal.com called it historic. They called it the most severe disciplinary action taken against any national team at a World Cup in the modern era. Now I want to ask you something. Reading that full list, every ban, every fine, every AFA sanction, does it feel like enough? Does it feel proportionate to what happened on that pitch in New Jersey on July 19th? Drop your answer in the comments, us right now. Yes, enough. No, not enough, or too much. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk right now, because the number that puts all of this in historical context is the one you need to hear. Part 2, the Suarez comparison. The company Argentina is keeping tonight. Let me give you the historical benchmark, because this is the detail that tells you exactly how seriously FIFA has treated what happened. 2014 World Cup, Brazil. Luis Suarez, Uruguay versus Italy. Group stage. Suarez sank his teeth into Giorgio Chiellini's shoulder. He bit a man on a football pitch at a World Cup in front of the entire world. FIFA banned him from all football for 4 months. 8 more competition games for Uruguay. The most notorious individual punishment in World Cup history. Today, Fox Sports and Euronews both confirmed the same comparison. The ban for Paredes ranks alongside the FIFA sanctions for Luis Suarez in 2014 as among the most severe in World Cup history. Alongside, the same category, the same historical bracket. Paredes grabbing Garcia by the throat and pushing Gavi to the ground. Placed in the same disciplinary record as Suarez biting Chiellini. And here is the additional comparison that Fox Sports added. Paredes' 10-match ban equals that handed to Croatia's Josip Simunic into 13 for using a megaphone to lead fans chanting a slogan used by his country's pro-Nazi regime during World War II. 2 comparisons. Suarez biting someone, and Nazi slogan chanting with a megaphone. That is the historical company Leandro Paredes is keeping tonight. The man who told Rodrigo he had 2 Copa Americas and a World Cup, alongside Suarez in the FIFA disciplinary records books. That is the TANA FIFA just gave him back. Now let me ask you something. The Suarez ban covered all football, including his club. The Paredes ban only covers international matches. His club appearances at Juventus are completely unaffected. Does that make the punishment feel less serious than it should be? Tell me in the comments. Part 3. The Infantino contradiction. Louder today than ever before. Here is what I need you to hold in your heads simultaneously, because this is the most extraordinary contradiction in the history of football governance. On July 20th, the morning after the World Cup final, while FIFA's own disciplinary and ethics prosecutor was already formally appointed, Infantino wrote to Claudio Tapia, "Please send my sincere congratulations to all who contributed to this magnificent result, to the players, to coach Lionel Scaloni, as well as to the coaching and medical staff. With all my friendship, Gianni Infantino, the coaching and medical staff." Roberto Ayala is Argentina's assistant coach. Roberto Ayala was charged today with assault and handed a 3-match ban and $30,000 fine. Infantino personally thanked him by category on July 20th. FIFA charged him today on August 21st. That letter is not ancient history. That letter is 32 days old. The ink is barely dry, and the organization that sent it just handed out $180,000 in fines to the specific people the letter praised. The man who said "with all my friendship" has announced bans that his friendship could not prevent. CNN confirmed the announcement. ESPN confirmed it. Washington Post. Euronews, Goal.com, The Daily Mail. Every major outlet covering this today, all reporting the bans that come from the same organization whose president wrote that letter 32 days ago. And here is the question nobody inside FIFA wants to answer. Was the letter written before the investigation concluded? Yes. Did it prejudge the conduct of players who were subsequently charged with assault? Yes. Does Infantino's prior written assessment of Argentina's conduct as professional create any conflict with his organization's subsequent finding that that same conduct constituted assault? Yes. Those are not accusations. Those are documented facts sitting in the same timeline 32 days apart. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk right now and share this video, because Part 4 is the detail about the AF fines that most coverage is completely missing. Part 4, the AF fines, the Falklands, the chants, the crowds, all of it. Beyond the individual player bans, the Argentine Football Association received sanctions today that go far beyond the post-match brawl, and they cover the entire World Cup, not just the final. $100,000 for the Falklands banner. The same banner that Lo Celso took from Argentina fans after beating England in the semi-final, that Martinez and Romero and Otamendi posed around. That prompted the British Prime Minister's office to respond. That UK Parliament demanded FIFA act on. $100,000. $60,000 for discriminatory chants by supporters across multiple matches. The chants that were sung in dressing rooms and captured on video. The chants that led FIFA to order AFA to spend $100,000 on anti-racism and anti-discrimination programs specifically. $50,000 for safety and security breaches across the tournament. One match to be played with 50% reduced crowd capacity. A second home match also at half capacity, with one of those suspended conditionally. The full AFA fine total, $321,000, across violations that span the entire 6-week tournament, from the first match to the final. And here is what that number means in context. Argentina received $34 million in World Cup prize money from FIFA. $321,000 is less than 1% of what FIFA paid Argentina to be at the tournament. 1%. The most comprehensive disciplinary package handed to any World Cup team in the modern era, and it amounts to less than 1% of what FIFA paid them. Is that a punishment? Or a reminder that the sport runs on different mathematics when the most commercially valuable teams are involved? Part 5. What happens next? The appeal. The AFA statement. The road to 2030. The Argentine Football Association released a statement immediately. The AFA legal department will in a timely manner request from FIFA the grounds for the reviewable rulings in order to file appeals. They will appeal. Of course they will appeal. That is what federations do when facing bans of this severity. The Court of Arbitration for Sport will review it. Arguments will be made. The footage will be examined again. In 2024, Darwin Núñez and Uruguay appealed similar Copa America bans. The Court of Arbitration for Sport rejected the appeal. The bans were upheld. The precedent is not encouraging for Argentina. And here is what the appeal cannot change regardless of outcome. The footage is permanent. Paredes grabbing Garcia by the throat is on BBC cameras and AP cameras and Fox cameras and every broadcast feed from that night. The court can argue about the length of the ban. It cannot argue about what the ban is for. Paredes will miss every Argentina match through June 2027. Molina will miss 7. The AFA will pay $321,000. And their next 2 home matches will be played at half capacity. That is what today means for Argentina. And for Infantino, the man whose friendship letter is 32 days old, whose shocked face when Torres scored is still the most replayed clip of the entire tournament, whose Cape Verde comment about suffering alongside Argentina is still on camera, who told critics to meditate and pray. Today he announced bans that rank alongside Suarez in 2014. From the same organization, the same president, 32 days after the friendship letter, and the football world is watching what he does next. That is the full breakdown, every ban, every fine, every AF sanction, the Suarez comparison, the Infantino contradiction, the AFA appeal, and the question about whether $321,000 from a $34 million payment is really a punishment at all. 3 questions. Drop all 3 in the comments right now. First, 10 matches for Paredes, 7 for Molina, $321,000 from AFA. Is this enough, or does the scale of what happened deserve more? Second, Infantino wrote Argentina a friendship letter on July 20th. His organization announced these bans today, August 21st, 32 days apart. How do you hold those 2 things together? Third, Argentina will appeal. Do you think the Court of Arbitration for Sport will reduce the Paredes ban, or will it be upheld like the 2024 Uruguay precedent? Drop everything below. I read every single one. This has been Robert's Football Talk. Hit that like button as hard as you can. Share this with every football fan you know right now because this announcement dropped today. And this is the fastest, most complete breakdown anywhere. Subscribe if you are not already here. New videos every single week. I will see you in the next one.